Introducing Mike Tyson.
I never looked at anyone as a role model. I don't know, maybe you could say I'm stubborn or egotistic, but the way I come from, I think that it's weak to look up to someone else and say, he's my idol and I want to be like him.
But there is someone Mike Tyson has looked up to for several years. The man who rescued him from the streets, straightened out his life, and taught him everything about boxing. The late Cus D'Amato. D'Amato harnessed Tyson's raw power and honed his skills. But there was more to their relationship than just boxing, as Mike Tyson explains.
When you think of my career as a boxer, it's not even a tenth of what Cus D'Amato meant to me or to all other people that he influenced. It was more like the boxing part was just so limited. It was really nothing compared to the humanity we had between one another. He was my father. He was my father, and there's nothing else I could tell you. He loved me. I loved him. You know, the man lived a long life, 77 years, longer than probably that I live. And as far as, you know, he's gone now. And, you know, the show must go on, you know. There's nothing I could do or anyone else could do about it. The show must go on.
Judges are Billy Graham, Bernie Friedkin, and Eva Shane.
Now look at the height difference, at least 6 inches. What does Tyson have to do to get inside?
Do you know what that means to Tyson? That means that he has in front of him a very large target.
Okay. Scheduled for 10, but don't go away. Tyson already coming in, got in a short left hook. There's the big left hook, and that rocked Sammy's Scaff early.
It sure did. There's a right hand. He's going to work. Wobbly. He's taking his time. He's pinpointing his punches. He's not over anxious. That's the first punch he's missed so far.
Look at the legs. Look at where the power comes from when he bends and gets his body into those punches.
You got to watch this one real close.
Blood coming from the nose of Sammy Scaff already. A big left hook got in there. He might have broken his nose already.
That's right. It looks bad.
Scaff is on the run. Blood just pouring down from the nose of Sammy Scaff.
Tyson does not throw wild punches, Sam.
Big left hook. And there is Scaff down.
3, 4.
The count is 5.
For the rest of the
6.
The count is 7. This one's over.
9.
This one is over.
It's all over. He tried to make it. Sammy Scaff tried to get up. His nose is cut. Look at the side of his nose there.
He's breathing and nose is just pouring out. I gotta believe he broke his nose with one of those left hooks.
I think there might even be a tear on the side of that nose. You didn't keep us very long, or you didn't keep a lot of the folks that came to see you very long. There are a lot of people who say that you are ready right now to fight anybody in the top 10. How do you feel about that?
I feel the same also. But the problem is, I only been fighting 9 months, and I'm only 19 years old. I'm fighting now. Someone fighting only 9 months and 19 years old. Now they want me to fight for the title. They want me to fight a contender. That's absurd in boxing business. That's just absurd.
Yeah, but you're not the usual heavyweight. You're an unusual heavyweight. So if you think you're ready to fight in the top 10, why are you against it?
Because my job is to fight, and my manager's job is to manage. If my manager went in the ring and fight Sammy Scaff, he wouldn't look so well and wouldn't do so well. And I feel the same doing his job.
Okay. Now let's say that tomorrow morning, your manager said I have a world title fight for you. There are 3 champions: Michael Spinks, Tony Tubbs, and Pinklon Thomas. Of the 3, which would you rather fight?
I fight anyone my manager chooses for me to fight, because if he feels confident I could beat him, I feel confident I could beat him also.
Mike, you seem to have a good time. Do you enjoy boxing? Do you think about it all the time?
You have to love it to be the best at it. You have to love the sport. Anyone that's just in there to go for the money, it's good to be successful and have financial status. But if you only go in there for the money, you can only reach a certain status. And I'm in there for greatness and peace of mind. And I'm sure I love the sport. If I went in there just for the financial background, I wouldn't do as well as I'm doing now.
frustration during the fight for you?
Because, you know, I never get frustrated because I know we have a 10-round limit. And the crop of heavyweights nowadays having a little difficulty going the full 10 rounds. And the way they have it planned in their mind to beat me is to jab, pot shot, and grab me. But it's 10 rounds, and eventually I'm going to catch them.
And he's just not going to come in firing, leaving himself open as he was able to do against lesser opponents.
Ferguson in his 10-round loss to Carl the Truth Williams, a TKO defeat, not a decision, was in trouble in both the first and 10th rounds, and now he's in trouble here. Blood coming out from the nose of Jesse Ferguson, the right uppercut. As I think you're absolutely right, Alex. It appeared that the nose of Jesse Ferguson was broken by the brilliant uppercut. Another look.
Tyson punching from very close quarters. The obvious punch right here is the uppercut. He turns around, digs right to the body, and then comes straight up with the right uppercut. Tyson has a tendency to turn left-handed. He turned left-handed to land that combination and dropped Ferguson, and I think really just accelerated the pace of the fight, turned the tide, and I don't see how Ferguson can fight much longer in that condition.
I went up in his brain. I wanted to go up in his brain. Because I always thought about that punch. I always listen to the doctors on television, and that's my friends, and they say when the nose goes in the brain, the consequences of him getting up right away.
He didn't want to fight. He looked incoherent. He no more soltó, and no decided to continue to fight and throw punches.
All right, thank you, referee Luis Rivera. And go get a clean shirt. It's got blood stains all over it. We bring in now Jim Jacob, the manager of Mike Tyson. And very quickly, what did you learn today that you might not have known before about your young protege?
Well, I've seen him go 10 or 12 rounds in training. I always knew he could do the 10 or 12 rounds, but it's different in a ring in front of television cameras. And the thing that impressed me mostly about Mike's performance today, I've always known he's an incredible puncher. His punching power defies description. But I loved the way he paced himself. I was very proud of him today, because if the toughest thing in the world to fight, Jim, is a fighter who doesn't want to fight, who doesn't try to win. And from round 2, 3, and 4, the other fighter merely wanted to survive. He had no intention of winning the fight. He just didn't want to fight. And in boxing, that is the toughest guy in the world to fight.
All right, congratulations to you. It's worth noting, incidentally, that because of a strategy devised by Jim Jacob and others, Mike Tyson will be fighting 12 more times, perhaps, before the end of this year?
Oh, I would say he would be fighting a minimum of 20 times. Minimum 20 before the end of the year. He fights every other week.